the president also expressing dismay over the manner in which the vice president was humiliated after the TMC MP was seen mocking and mimicking the vice president. The prime minister is said to have dialed the vice president, expressing anguish, and now the president has also expressed dismay over the manner in which the vice president was humiliated within the parliament complex, also giving an appeal to the elected representatives for the same. My colleague Pranesh is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Pranesh, the prime minister spoke to the vice president, and now the president also expressing dismay over the act of the parliamentarians.
That's right. This is the tweet from the President of India. She says, "I was dismayed to see the manner in which our respected Vice President was humiliated in the Parliament complex. Elected representatives must be free to express themselves, but their expression should be within the norms of dignity and courtesy. That has been the parliamentary tradition we are proud of, and the people of India expect them to uphold it." Now, the reason President Murmu has chosen to highlight on free speech argument is because when we saw the reactions yesterday of opposition camp, most leaders were defiant. In fact, some of them even went on to categorically say, Pratibha, that this comes under the realm of free speech, that we didn't say anything abusive, which is why the president says that the vice president was insulted. There is no doubt about it. And she says elected representatives must be free to express themselves, but this expression should be within the norms of dignity and courtesy.
Okay, nothing wrong with expressing dissent, but the manner in which it is being displayed, that's where the problem comes in. The president also expressing dismay over it, saying the elected representatives must be free to express themselves, but their expression should be within the norms of dignity and courtesy. That has been the parliamentary tradition we are proud of, and the people of India expect them to uphold it. In fact, the BJP has also been asking, is this freedom of expression? Is this dissent being shown by the opposition when it gathers in the footsteps of the parliament only to mock and mimic the vice president? How is this expressing any dissent over what has been happening? The parliamentarians were protesting over the suspension from the parliament, but what happened in the parliament premises was not dissent. This was mocking of the vice president. The vice president also expressing anguish over it and saying that this was not just an insult to him, but this is an insult to the constitutional post that he holds. He's the vice president of the country. He's the Rajya Sabha chairman, and this mockery is a mockery of this constitutional post. He called out the opposition leaders, saying that this is no form of protest. And now in the latest, the president has also expressed dismay. The Prime Minister is also said to have spoken to the Vice President, expressing his anguish over the incident and also sharing how he has also been at the receiving end of such insults for 20 plus years. And expressing concerns over it, he said that it was unacceptable that such insult was being meted out to him in the Parliament premises, saying it's absolutely unacceptable. So strong words coming in from the Prime Minister as well, as he spoke to the Vice President in this regard, expressing concerns over the manner in which the opposition leaders were mocking the vice president. Remember the visuals that were seen right outside the parliament, viewers, where the opposition MPs had been protesting, but the TMC MP Kalyan Banerjee mocking the vice president, where there were several other opposition MPs as well, who stood not just as mute spectators but also laughing and jeering while they continued to record this entire act. So the Prime Minister has expressed his concerns over the incident, speaking to the Vice President and saying that he himself has also been at the receiving end of such insults over the last several years. And this is what the opposition has been doing time and again. So the Prime Minister, as well as he spoke to Dhankhar, spoke about the incident and said that it was unacceptable in democracy that the opposition leaders behave this way.